Hey guys, okay, so this is my review of the What to Expect Pregnancy Journal and Organizer. It's an all-in-one pregnancy diary. I got mine off of eBay, so it's not the real super cute one that has like the covers, like the What to Expect books, but that's okay because it was like $3 and they're like 15, 16 bucks in the store. This is what mine looks like. And I'm going to try to go through this really fast because I've got a lot of notes on this. So I'm going to try to I know I have a problem with talking too much, so I'm going to try to move it on along. This comes with two different like little pockets. One in the front, I've already got something in there, and then one in the back. But that's just useful for holding like information that you might get, which you'll get a lot of throughout your pregnancy. The other thing in here is the important numbers. It's mainly got like the hospital numbers and your OB's number, things like that, which I have not filled out yet because I have not made a final decision yet as to hospital and OB. But once I do, I'll be filling that out. So we will skip ahead to the pregnancy journal section of this. And each one of these, it starts off with a monthly just kind of, I guess, little journal page, but it's got a place for you to post what you look like. It's got a checklist by it. It's got where you can record like your weight. I think one of them even has stuff like symptoms in it. And then like this one just has our thoughts on becoming parents, how I knew I was ovulating, who knew we were trying for a baby, how long we've been trying to conceive, when I thought I was pregnant, and how I told my partner. Anyways, you get the idea. So that's that for like the monthly rundown. Then it goes into weeks, and you just put the start of the week right here, and it goes down by day. So like they'll have day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and it's just, you know, a little section where you can write some notes in. Each one will have like a tip of the week. There's a lot of different things like little fast facts, just little cute things that you can read. And they will do that for every month. Let's see. Towards the end of the pregnancy journal, there's going to be a bed rest journal. And I'm seeing if I can find that for you guys. Here it is. Just a little 2-page thing. So if you go on bed rest, you have the ability to journal that as well. And then this one, like the other journal that I reviewed, does have the 2 weeks past full term. So it does go, you have a place to write down stuff for 41 and 42 weeks. Next section in this is going to be the childbirth journal. There's a section for the pre-labor and also a section for labor to write down this stuff. And it goes through each phase of it. And it also has a contraction record. And that's all contraction records. And this is the stages of labor. So it goes through the first stage, which is early labor, second stage, which is active labor, and the third stage, which is also active or transitional labor, and that's basically right before delivery. And it has a delivery section as well for you to write down stuff in. And it talks about vaginal deliveries and C-section deliveries. There's a birth facts type section, and labor memories. So this is for after the labor. You can just kind of write down what you remember at that point. And then basically meet my baby, my baby's born, which is just all about your baby. All right. Nope, I missed some, I'm sorry. There's also Fabulous First. For example, first meeting with grandparents, first meeting with other family, who their first visitor was, how their first feeding experience went, just kind of things that you would want to remember, but you don't always think about, writing it down or recording it. It has a section for you to tell about your hospital stay and your going home day and just the first few days postpartum. The next section is the pregnancy organizer. Now it starts off with just your health history, and then it goes into like choosing an OB. There's sections in here for like interviewing OBs if you're not sure who you want, and it's got a lot of good questions in here that you can ask your OB. Ooh, we're making good time too. Yay. It's got OB recommendations for you. It's got a section for prenatal tests, which I really like, because there's so many, and it's just nice to have it all in one place so you can just refer back to that. We've got a bunch of sections for like just regular prenatal visits and ultrasound, stuff like that. There is a little section for pregnancy finances, basically trying to help you with financing and budgeting for that, which I'm really lucky because my insurance is covering like 100% of it. I think I've only had to pay one copay so far, so that's been a huge blessing. But some people are not as lucky, so this is very helpful for those of you who just need some help budgeting. Alright. The next thing is an exercise tracker. Yeah. I have not used this yet, and I really need to start exercising, but that is what it looks like. The next section is actually one that I felt like I probably was not going to use, but it's a diet tracker. I've never been one to just sit down and write down all my foods that I've eaten. I'm never going to be good at that, and so I figured I wasn't going to use this, but I looked at it, and it's really cool. It just says, basically, like, okay, you're going to need 3 servings of protein, 4 servings of calcium, 3 servings of vitamin C foods, and it's got how many servings you need of each food, which some can double up as well. So it's not like you need tons of different foods. Like, you can have one food that will fit your calcium and your protein needs. It's just, but basically all you have to do is when you get that amount, you check it off. I'm going to have to look into some of these foods more and learn a little bit more about these foods, but I really like the way that this is set up. I think for me at least, this will be very helpful. There's also a weight gain tracker and a baby movement tracker that starts at 28 weeks. So you can, here's that one. So you can count the movements. The weight gain tracker, I need to go back and fill some of this in, but it's just a little chart where you can mark your weight gain through the pregnancy. There's a place for your childbirth education classes and visiting the hospital and birthing center. And then it's also got a very good detailed guide for a birth plan. So as you can see there, it's got different check boxes that you can check off based on what you want. So I thought that was really cool. It also has a section for choosing a doula, which I might do if I can find one that's not too terribly expensive, or find like a doula in training who does it for free, because I don't have a lot of extra money to hire a doula. There's a section for packing the hospital bag, a section for who to call when labor begins, who to call after delivery, and then there's a getting ready for baby section. It's got, I thought this is kind of cool, it's choosing baby names. So you can kind of write down like what you were thinking, and I don't know, I think that'd be cool for the child to look back on and be like, man, what other names were my parents thinking about for me? And oh yeah, okay, there's that one. And then after that, it's got a baby gear, which is basically telling you what you're going to need for baby. So it's a little checklist. You can put if you have it and if you need it. And that's something you can just update, you know, as you go. And there's a comparison shopping section. So basically, you can really use it for anything, but I'll probably use this for like big ticket items, like a crib or stroller, stuff like that. When I find something that I like, I can say, okay, what other stores is this available at? And just kind of look at the differences. The next thing, there's some nursery options, so you can kind of see what you were thinking. And there's a place for little fabric swatches and paint chips that you can add to it. You've got something to keep you organized as far as where your baby registry is. You've got a baby shower journal, as well as this. I think is really going to be helpful. You just bring this to your baby shower. You write down who gave you what, and then there's a little thank you card section to the side, so that you know if you sent them a thank you card yet. I think that would be really helpful for pregnancy brain, because you're just really forgetful at that time. It's got a birth announcement list, so I want to start filling this out beforehand so that when the baby is born, I can start addressing envelopes even while I'm in the hospital and start getting these birth announcements sent out. It's got one for choosing a pediatrician, choosing a nurse or postpartum doula, and then baby care instructions and postpartum instructions, basically from your doctor, what your doctor's saying you need to do. You can write this all down so you've got it all in one place. And then there's another section that's just like the baby shower gift, but it's just people that have given you baby gifts. It doesn't necessarily have to be at a baby shower. So other gifts that you get, you can put in this section. Same thing, name, what it was, and if you sent the thank you card. Special celebrations, it can be anything from like baptism, religious ceremonies, things like that, things that you want to remember. You can write those down. There's a section for questions and calls that you've had for before your 6-month checkup. I'm sorry, 6-week postpartum checkup. And then the last thing in here is just all about your 6-week checkup. And that will basically be the end of that. But I thought this had a lot of really useful information in it. This will be one of the pregnancy journals that I do fill out. I believe I got 5 altogether, and there's going to be 3 that I'm going to use. The others basically have a lot of the same information, but it's just in a different format. I like this one a lot. So, but I'll be going over the other ones as well for you guys to see. If you have any questions about the What to Expect pregnancy journal, let me know. Leave them in the comments below, and I'll get back with you. Or if there's something else that you wanted to see in more detail, let me know, and I can make a video on that. And I will be going over the other journals, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed if you have not already, and like this video, share it with your friends, And I think that's it, but I will talk to you guys later. Bye.